When your dog licks your face, do you actually know what they're trying to tell you? Yes, it's sweet. But behind that slobbery kiss, there's something deeper that most people miss. It's one of the most emotionally complex behaviors your dog displays. And if you misunderstand it, which most owners do, you could be missing messages they've been trying to send for years. Let's start with what those face licks really mean. 1. It was never just about affection. So, why does your dog actually lick your face? Most people assume it's straightforward. Dogs love you. They're showing affection. Case closed. But here's the thing. Dogs have dozens of ways to show they care. Tail wags, body wiggles, bringing you toys, staying close. If simple affection was all they wanted to express, they have options. So why do they keep going straight for your face? Because face licking is one of the most vulnerable, intimate gestures a dog can make. It comes from puppyhood, from their earliest moments with their mother. Puppies lick their mother's face to communicate need, hunger, and trust. It's their first language. And when your adult dog licks your face, they're speaking that same ancient dialect. That's not just love. That's a recognition of bond on a level most owners never fully grasp. Research in canine behavior shows that dogs maintain certain puppy behaviors throughout their lives, specifically with their human companions. When your dog licks your face, they're telling you something they learned before they could even bark. You are my source of safety, comfort, and care. And by the way, if your dog suddenly stops licking your face or becomes hesitant about it, don't dismiss it. We'll get into what that really signals at the end, and it's something most owners wish they'd caught sooner. 2. They're reading your chemical story. Have you ever noticed your dog becomes more insistent about licking your face when you've been somewhere new or after you've eaten? That's not random behavior. It's information gathering. Dogs experience the world primarily through scent and taste. Their noses can detect chemical compounds we can't even imagine. When they lick your face, especially around your mouth, they're not just being affectionate. They're reading you like a book. Here's what most people don't realize. Your skin, your breath, your lips, they all carry microscopic traces of everything you've experienced that day. What you ate, where you went, who you touched, how you're feeling. When your dog licks your face, they're collecting data. They're learning your story through chemistry. In wild canine packs, members greet each other by sniffing and licking faces. It's how they share information. It's how they say, "Tell me where you've been, what you've done," without making a sound. When your dog licks your face repeatedly, they're performing this ancestral ritual. They're staying connected to your daily narrative, making sure they know everything about you. This is also why your dog might lick your face more intensely when you're upset or crying. Your tears contain different chemical markers than regular moisture. Your dog can taste the difference between happy tears and sad ones, and that face lick is partly them trying to understand what's happening with you. And hey, if this resonates with you, smash that like button and subscribe. It's the best way to help us reach more dog people who actually want to understand their dogs beyond the surface level. 3. They're trying to heal you. Ever notice your dog insists on licking your face when you're sick or injured? Maybe they focus on a specific spot. Maybe they become unusually persistent. That targeting isn't coincidence, it's instinct. Here's something that might surprise you. Dog saliva contains compounds that have mild antibacterial properties. Now, before you let your dog go wild, human medicine has advanced far beyond this. But the instinct remains. Dogs have been licking wounds, their own and their pack members, for thousands of years. It's hardwired into their DNA. When your dog licks your face, especially when you're unwell, part of them believes they're helping you heal. This goes back to pack mentality. In wild canine groups, members care for each other. Grooming, including licking, is part of that caregiving system. It's not just about hygiene, it's about survival. And your dog, no matter how pampered, hasn't forgotten that code. Watch when your dog licks your face. If you have a cut, a scrape, or even a pimple, they might focus there. They're not being gross. They're trying to help the only way their instincts know how. They know they're domestic. They don't care. Something deep in their programming says, "This human needs care and I'm equipped to give it." Now, should you let your dog lick open wounds? Absolutely not. But understanding the intention behind it changes everything. 4. Every licking style carries meaning. Does your dog give quick, gentle licks, long, slow drags across your entire face, or rapid-fire licks that feel almost frantic? Each of these styles is communicating something different. Let's start with the gentle, slow licks. This is the most nurturing form of face licking. It mimics how a mother dog cleans her puppies. If your dog licks your face this way, they're treating you like precious family. It's grooming behavior, it's care. It's them saying, "Let me take care of you." Now the quick, excited licks, usually accompanied by a wagging tail and maybe some jumping. This is pure enthusiasm. This is your dog unable to contain their joy at seeing you. It's the canine equivalent of exclamation points. They're so happy you exist in their world that they have to express it physically, immediately all over your face. What about the intense, focused licking? When your dog zones in on one area, maybe your chin, maybe your cheeks, and won't stop, this can mean a few things. They might be detecting something unusual, a change in your scent, a health marker, or they might be soothing themselves. Repetitive licking can be self-calming for anxious dogs, and then there's the full face wash. When your dog licks every inch of your face, ears included, sometimes for minutes at a time, that's the strongest statement of all. They're claiming you, they're bonding with you, they're making absolutely sure you smell like family. That's not annoying, that's devotion. 5. They're asking for something you might not recognize. Have you ever wondered why your dog sometimes licks your face and then stares at you expectantly? That's not random. It's a request, and most owners miss what's actually being asked. Dogs are brilliant communicators, but they don't use words. They use behaviors, and face licking is one of their most effective tools for getting human attention. Here's what many people don't realize. When puppies lick their mother's face, they're often asking for food. The mother would regurgitate meals for them. It's how wild canines feed their young. Now, your dog isn't expecting you to regurgitate. Their request has evolved. But that core communication remains. Sometimes when your dog licks your face, they're saying, "I need something from you." It might be food, it might be water, it might be a walk, play, or simply your attention. They've learned that face licking gets a response from you. You react, you engage, and to a dog, engagement is everything. This is also why some dogs lick faces more when their owners have been ignoring them or focused on phones, computers, or other people. They're not being needy. They're using the communication method that worked when they were puppies. They're saying, "Notice me, connect with me, I'm here." 6. They can taste your emotions. Ever had a stressful day and noticed your dog won't stop licking your face? That's not them being clingy. They're reading something real. Dogs are extraordinarily attuned to human emotional states. And science keeps proving what dog owners have known instinctively. Your dog can taste when something's wrong. Studies show that dogs can detect cortisol, the stress hormone in human sweat and breath. When you're anxious, afraid, or upset, your body chemistry shifts. Your dog's tongue picks up on those changes. They don't understand why you're stressed, but they know something's different. This is why some dogs become extra licky when their owner is crying, sick, or going through hardship. They're not just being supportive, they're responding to actual chemical signals you're broadcasting. And here's where it gets remarkable. By licking your face, they're also trying to comfort you. Licking releases endorphins in dogs, it's soothing for them. And many behaviorists believe dogs instinctively know that physical contact and grooming behaviors can calm others too. They're not just reading your stress, they're actively trying to reduce it. 7. When they suddenly stop, pay attention. What does it mean when a dog who always licked your face suddenly stops? This is what I mentioned earlier, and it's something every dog owner needs to take seriously. If your dog has been enthusiastically licking your face for months or years and that behavior suddenly changes, don't brush it off. Dogs are creatures of habit and instinct. When they break a pattern this significant, they're communicating something important. Sometimes the reason is medical. Dental pain, nausea, mouth injuries, or illness can make a dog reluctant to lick. Dogs hide discomfort naturally. If your normally licky dog suddenly stops, a vet visit should be your first step. Other times it's behavioral, a traumatic experience, punishment associated with licking, or a negative reaction from you might have taught them to hold back. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to our responses. Something that seemed minor to you might have felt like rejection to them. And sometimes it's emotional. Dogs remember. If they licked your face and you pushed them away harshly, or if something frightening happened during that moment, they might withdraw to protect themselves. The key is observation. Your dog chose to lick your face because they trusted you, needed you, wanted to connect with you. If that changes, they're not being distant. They're telling you something. So listen, watch, and if needed, gently help them find their way back to feeling safe expressing themselves again. Because those face licks, they were never just slobber to them, and they shouldn't be just slobber to you either.